Welcome to Cosmic Conscious Vibration, unlocking your inner universe with me, Reverend Dr. Kimmie and Dr. Pat. Are you on a personal journey of spiritual self-discovery? We provide practical ways to connect with your higher self to live a more meaningful life while deepening your connection to Source consciousness. Learn the benefits of living a more mindful existence to reclaim your personal power. Join us as we explore insights to a deeper understanding of the nature of consciousness. Learn to listen better to your intuition and your heart's desires, putting you on a path of manifesting the life you are meant to live. The Cosmic Conscious Vibration Show is your catalyst for a consciousness revolution based on universal love and oneness. It all starts now.
Hey, everybody, welcome. We have got an amazing show. Reverend Dr. Kimmie. Listen, let's talk about this episode. Let's talk about it from a vibrational and frequency perspective. You know, when we talk about align, and then we talk about vibes, and then we talk about thrive, we are talking about a matchup in energy. We're talking about something that connects in a way, right? Just like you put a battery in a flashlight. If you don't put the battery in correctly, like the positive with the positive, if you don't put that in correctly, the light doesn't go on.
Nope.
Isn't that the same for us?
Yes. Your desires vibrate at a certain frequency. So you must align your personal vibration with the frequency of the positive emotions and thoughts of the item or part of your life that you want to change and alter and want to get it, attract it to you. You have to. We are all energy. The universe is energy. So everything is vibrating. You may not see it, but everything is vibrating. And because everything is vibrating, the best way I feel is you're just matching that desire with that vibration. And from a coaching aspect of that, when it comes to matching a vibration, think of something that makes you really happy. Hold that thought, hold that emotion, see where it sits in your body. When you know where it sits in your body, you know where that vibration is. That's kind of like hey, wait, I like this feeling. This is great. And the same thing is for negative stuff, but we don't want to worry about that no more. We're worried about getting positive energy and positive vibes so you can manifest what you want.
And let's talk about this because I think we get confused about the laws of the universe, right? Yes. I mean, this is not a Marvel movie, although it could be. It could be the Marvel movie of your life. But what we're talking about is looking at a holistic approach in more than just harnessing the power. It is in carving out your yellow brick road, planting your future, looking at your destiny and knowing that whatever it is that's going on in there, you're living in the world of possibilities. Let me throw this at you and then let's have you talk about the laws. I remember being in school and having to go past statistics in my first year of my master's program. And I didn't understand probability theory. I almost to the point where I almost failed. And then I made the mistake of asking the professor, the statistics professor, why does anybody care about this? What has this got to do with possibilities? Okay. Now, that was a question because I just wanted to get on to what I wanted to study. I was not going to do that. And she said, well, you're never going to get to possibilities unless you pass statistics. So let's talk about this because the manifestation in the alignment energy and the law of vibration, how key is that?
Well, the law of vibration is key, but there are so many, and I could do a whole episode on just all the laws. There's too many laws, but the ones that really come into play when it comes to manifestation is the law of vibration. You're matching your energy to what you want. Law of correspondence. You provide, your thoughts are going to represent So you have to match. It kind of falls into with the law of vibration. You're matching, you're corresponding to what you want. And then of course, there is the law that I love that people forget about a lot, is inspired action. It's not enough to just sit here and go, okay, I'm vibrating, I'm doing the thing. And then the next day you don't do anything. And the universe is like, well, I'm trying to help her.
Right.
But she ain't doing nothing. So
Right.
you have to do that aligned action. And that looks different for everybody. It's not a specific thing. It depends on what you want, your goal is, your end goal. But also with manifestation, you need to let that end goal go. And before I even say end goal, you make sure you are detached. You do not want to attach yourself to a desired outcome. That's where the universe, people say, give it up to God, give it up to God. Poof. And you do all what you're supposed to do so you can get what you want.
It's so fascinating we're talking about this. Mm-hmm. So much now is being said for the WNBA, the women's version of basketball, the women's league. And of course, and Caitlin Clark. Mm-hmm. And of course, we're sitting here today with Caitlin Clark, who basically rewrote the whole narrative on how women should be respected in that sport, just like Billie Jean King did way mm-hmm. back in the day. And so she doesn't get picked for the Olympic team. So what is the vibration of that? It's fascinating when you hear what she did with that news. Was she disappointed? Yes. How disappointed? Not nearly as disappointed as the rest of the world. But how is she showing up now? She's showing up in alignment, knowing who she is. Mm-hmm. And her comment to her coach was, "They just woke a monster in me." But isn't that what happens when we can stay that course and alignment? Yes. And not get attached to the outcome?
Yes. Because when she's doing that, or when you are, I'm one of these kind of people where if someone tells me I can't do something, I'm going to go do it. And so with her, that was part of that vibration too, that, okay, we see, and we refocus and recalibrate, and we go to that goal. So yeah, they woke a monster up. And sometimes that needs to happen, especially when you're going through a spiritual journey of any kind, or just the journey that we call life. You need that monster to wake up sometimes. So your worth, so you can recognize that you are an amazing, unique being, no matter who you are. We're all unique. We all have talents. We're all divine. So when it comes to waking that up, sometimes you need that little kickstart.
I know you coach people about this, and this is what you do. I mean, the show today is talking about alignment. I love that. Mm-hmm. Why do we talk about alignment? You ever drive a car? Reverend Dr. Kimmie, you ever drive your car when your tires are not aligned? How's that feel?
You go to the left, you go to the right, you go to the left some more.
And you know what's funny about it? Your tires are not aligned, and you're holding onto the steering wheel, right? And you're adjusting to the left and adjusting to the right. It's daunting. Isn't that what we do in life? Rather than get it aligned, rather than get your car in for a 10-minute alignment tune-up, mm-hmm. we don't understand that we have to do the same things with ourselves. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about the impact of that. Because if we are not aligned, what are we going to manifest here?
When you're not aligned, you're just manifesting all willy-nilly. To be fair, you're manifesting whatever you're thinking about at the current moment. You could be in a bad mood and you let that bad mood fester and sit with you, or that bad energy sit with you and fester. Or you may have a belief system that in the back of your head, you need to work on that part of your life to get everything right on track. But because you are stuck in neutral, as far as the car, and you're stuck in neutral, you can't get anywhere. You can't get anywhere because you're not aligning to match what you want. You're not doing the inner work to match the outer work that you're putting out there, that effort.
Well, I hate to say it, but it takes us down a pathway and a road that we always like to say, oh, I don't know how I got here. Yeah, we do. That's what we're talking about today. Okay, you may not be aware how you got here, but what we're talking about is we're talking about how to get there. And part of manifestation, I have a device I use. Okay, so I am the kind of person, I need the tools. I just need the tools. Why? Because I can't keep up with my own mind. And I'm not saying
relate to that.
Yeah. But I'm not saying it's bad.
No.
But when it does go downhill, when I'm talking about creating something, and yet I'm at a misalignment, creating abundance, and I am bringing in lack. Hello.
Right,
what's going to win? Right?
Lack is going to win.
So let's talk about how we can raise our vibration and what are some of the things we do to do that. Because we all are different, but the bottom line is if you keep driving that car with those tires not aligned, you will get in some serious trouble.
And a lot of bills. A lot of bills. Well, there are some very simple ways to get yourself in alignment. And some of them are very simple. For example, just surrounding yourself with positive influences, people, environments, even positive media that support your goals and are on track with where you want to go. That's feeding yourself the knowledge you need to go further and also keeping you on track. Also visualizing. I'm not more of a visualizer, but that helps with a lot of people. Picture yourself winning that award or whatever, gets you into that state of mind where oh, that's mine. And remember, everything is yours. It's your birthright to have these things. Source don't play. It's your birthright. The problem is we go through this veil of confusion and we just forget everything. And then we down here like, oh, okay, so once you get that knowledge, it's very simple to just sit with it. Also affirmations. If you're not a visualizer and you don't want to sit and feel, a simple affirmation will do the trick because that rewires your brain. And I've probably mentioned this before, but it's very important. That rewires your brain. If your brain and your body and everything is all stuck in lack, you need those beliefs that are keeping you in lack or in survival. Even if it's like, of course, position or you're going for, just look in the mirror in the morning and you say what you need to say to yourself and you listen to yourself every day. You do that. And consistency is the key. You can't just do something one day and then don't worry about it till next week. You need to be consistent with whether it's with visualization techniques, the feeling technique I was talking about earlier, where you sit with that emotion and you feel it in your body and your bones. That also helps with tuning your intuition to that as well, because what your body's saying with your intuition. If you feel the same thing, oh, this sound feels like love and something. And then, you may not be a person, but I'm gravitating, so that gives you to listen to yourself as well.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I love what you're saying because you know what, you see my little paper? Okay. This is my paper. This is my cheat sheet. Now I'm a firm believer. I got things that I read. But let's talk about frequency. Raise into frequency. So how does this sound? You ready? I want you to see if you can feel me on this. I am blessed. I am well. I am successful. I am victorious. I mean, am I convincing you anything there? Okay.
No.
No. Right. So let's talk about frequency because you pointed this out before. Thoughts, emotions, right? Vibrations. And now let's talk about the decibel range. And I don't mean yelling and screaming at things.
No.
Right? I don't mean that. I mean, like, I am blessed. I am well able.
Mm-hmm.
I am success, right? So explain frequency, because you got to have all the components today you mentioned.
And there's a couple different ways to look at frequency, or different frequencies, if you will. There's the one that your soul resonates to. Everyone is unique. Everyone's got a different station on the dial, if you will. Okay. So that's their frequency. But you can use that frequency to tune in with your vibration. And when you do that, it's kind of like smiling. When you smile, even if you don't feel good, you're going to be putting that out there, and people are going to go, oh, and then you're going to make yourself feel good, right? Just by default. So when it comes to vibration and affirmations, for example, you have to believe in it. Even if you're giving it up to God, you still have to have faith that you know that this is what's good. You know it's good. Just go with the flow and literally feel it. If you just say, like you were, hi, like this monotone, like Bueller type voice is not going to cut it with with raising anybody's frequency. You have to be, I am beautiful. I am divine. I am a goddess, whatever you want to say. But that frequency is going to elevate everything. And then you go out into the world, and guess what you're attracting to yourself? Yeah. More people. Someone might go out that, well, thank you. That's where I'm talking about it. And it ripple effects. All of that is a ripple effect.
Yeah. And in your coaching practice, let's talk about this. Everything we're talking about today, you incorporate your coaching practice. But there is one thing, especially in this particular point, there is a coaching insight here. And the coaching insight here has to do with tying it all together, whether it's a spiritual insight. I think we talked about this before, on the inside, the outside, as above, so below, manifestation and cultivating that inner peace, and yet staying really tuned in. This is a coaching moment, isn't it?
Yeah. And for one, for the spiritual insight about this, you have to think about it as, when I coach people, I'm trying to hold you accountable, for one. But the spiritual aspect meets the coaching aspect, because it's really about believing in yourself. And I can only take someone so far, but they have to come with me. So that's where that partnership comes in when it comes to coaching. And just the fact that, I provide the support and somebody is doing the work. I feel that that's the importance of coaching, because then I'm helping you build those habits that are going to last a lifetime, because then you're going to be you're going to be aligned. You're going to be aligning your vibes to the things that you want, like in the title, to thrive.
Yeah. Let's talk about this, because there's a oneness aspect to this I want to make sure we get in. And, there's so many things that I know you talk about. There are energy blockages, there are rituals, there are ceremonies. But here's the thing that I want to have you drive this point home. We know when we got the lack going on. And let me talk about lack. It doesn't have to be your bank account. Lack, right? Mm-hmm. So we need to kick lack back. And the way that I'm talking about this, to kick lack back, is you have to connect with another law. I know you talk about the law of divine oneness.
Yes. That just really is the law of divine oneness, teaches us that we're just all interconnected, and we're connected with Mother Earth. Your vibration, your frequency is not isolated to you alone. You going out into the world and fulfilling your purpose and going out there and attracting all this stuff is not just attracting it to you. You're attracting it to all of us, because you're putting that in the collective. You're putting that beauty, that beautiful, harmonious energy into the collective. And then it spreads like wildfire, basically, because now all of us are able to, it's like when I was saying earlier, if you go out and someone says you're beautiful after you've been doing beautiful affirmations, that's just proof in the pudding right there, because someone noticed it. You didn't say anything. You haven't said a thing. They felt your vibration. They that sense of oneness right there. And when it comes to the law of divine oneness, it also is a responsibility. When you are vibrating pure love, unconditional love, you are affecting the collective, and you are putting that unconditional love right into all of us. And, that's something I've noticed, and I'm glad I've noticed that the tide has been turning with that. There's so much more conscious stuff going on right now. Yeah. And it's because we are all getting woken up. We're all connected. We're realizing we're connected, and going out there and we're doing our part. And that's the importance of the oneness, in my view.
What you're talking about today is so important. I want to ask you this question, but before I do, look, I've talked about you as a coach, international host, your own live streaming show, your messages, Reverend Dr. Kimmie. This is what you help people understand, but more importantly, you help them change. How do people find out about all of that about you? How do they work with you? Because this is an area that keeps you stuck if you don't get this alignment thing. How do they work with you?
All of my information is on my website. That's REVDRKIMMIE. So just simply Reverend Dr. Kimmie. You can Google that and I come right up.
Okay. So I want to talk about the divine law of oneness. Many of you have heard me talk about Sinead O'Connor. I'm not going to talk about Sinead O'Connor at the moment in the way you think. But when Sinead O'Connor and Prince, or formerly known as Prince, when they connected, this is alignment. And we hear it all the time. Now, whatever happened to those two later, I don't care. It's another show. But when Sinead O'Connor was given the song written by Prince, Nothing Compares to You, you could not have aligned his energy, that song, with a better person. And I don't care who covers that song now. I don't care what contest. Pink, I know you did it, but no way. Do you understand? So we can see alignment through the lens of others, can't we?
Yes, alignment is everywhere. The universe throws you synchronicities all over, all the time. And when things sync up, you get that perfect alignment sometimes, like the beautiful song combination of writer and singer. And, when it comes to recognizing that we're all connected, that's what I was talking about earlier, acts of kindness and unity. That's a beautiful symbol of an act of unity, and it can amplify what you're manifesting. So you're amplifying what you're manifesting by just being present in that feeling and experiencing it and putting it out there. And the universe will give you something. It's not going to be out there. You're going to feel the alignment. You may, if you pay attention, you may bump into someone. Oh, hey. And next thing you know, you're doing something you never would have thought of, because the universe and you being aligned with the universe and that oneness, all of it fell into place like it's supposed to.
This is a powerful message today. And by the way, not to go back in time, but I want to say that there was so many illusions or disillusions when the movie The Secret, the book The Secret came out, because they didn't cover what we're talking about today.
Right.
It could have been so easily remedied. What people experienced, the disappointment. I did my vision board, but they left the whole alignment conversation out, especially in teaching others. Now, I will say there's a reason Esther and Jerry Hicks did not participate in that. But what we're saying to people today, your bank account is a bank account. It's not your destiny.
Exactly.
Right? The job you didn't get, hello. I've been fired from every job I've ever had. Hello, right? That's why I'm here. I'm not saying you all should do that, but that's just me not having the courage to quit on my own. What's your personal message for today? Manifestation and manifesting in harmony, it's a beautiful thing.
Yes, and in order to manifest in harmony, I think the best little tidbit to give today would be positive emotion cultivation. Practice gratitude, practice joy, practice love. These are high frequency emotions that align you with your desires and attract similar energies. So when you are grateful for what you have and feel what you have, and you can experience the joy, you're going to get out of that lack situation, and you're going to be able to align yourself with the things that are going to draw what you need and want and desire to you. And you're going to be on the path, on the path to just getting your birthright.
Well, I mean, look, you and I are perfect examples of this, because I'm not saying that I didn't need to go through the many different versions of my career path to get here. Mm-hmm. But when I dialed the wrong phone number 20 years ago and I got behind a microphone, it was like coming home. Now, what happened after that? That's a longer story. But we're here today, a network, the Transformation Network. Mm-hmm. But alignment prepares the strength for your next move, doesn't it?
Yes. Once you're aligned, you've got the universe right where you need it. You're aligned with everything, and you're just going to start seeing things fall into place because you're calling it to you. And don't ever forget that it's not like you have to go out and get something. It already is yours. That's a key thing. A lot of people feel like they need to go get something. No. It's a change of mindset and understanding that everything is yours.
I love it. Reverend Dr. Kimmie, again, one more time, how do we find out more about you? And thank you for a powerful, powerful show today.
Thank you. My website has everything about me and how to reach me. It's RevDrKimmie, ReverdDrKimmie.com.
I can't wait till our next topic.
Yes.
I absolutely can't wait. Reverend Dr. Kimmie, I'm Dr. Pat. Thank you all for tuning us in, turning us on. Remember, you know how to check your alignment. You know how to do this. It's not outside of you. It's inside of you. You know it. Every decision you make can be guided, can be aligned, and you can manifest faster, as my mama used to say, faster than you could shake a stick, whatever that means. We'll see y'all next time.
Thank you for listening to Cosmic Conscious Vibration, Unlocking Your Inner Universe. I'm Dr. Kimmie, and along with Dr. Pat, we have been discussing the nature of consciousness for ways to deepen your connection to Source. Join us on the second Tuesday of each month at 11 a.m. Pacific Time on Transformation Talk Radio, as we provide the information to assist you on your personal spiritual journey. You play an important role in the interconnectedness of all things. For more information on the benefits of living a more mindful existence, please visit www.RevDrKimmie.com. That's ReverdDrKimmie.com.